So this one will be super quick, I promise. I asked for input into what we should be calling certain devices, and I picked on Richard Sounds' website previously because it had got a whole load of different products all listed as DACs. And whilst I was shopping around, I found it very confusing that they weren't further categorised, and it meant I had to investigate just about every product. I could discount a lot of products from my research if I knew from the off they were not what I wanted. I asked for suggestions as to what the first category of DAC should be called, and I had a number of ideas myself and a number of great suggestions, but I'm going to stick with utility DAC. I think it kind of explains, for me perfectly, encompasses what the DAC is doing in that instance. These are these inexpensive DACs that you might partner with a TV, for example, so that you can get optical sound out of the TV into a conventional amplifier. It's not going to set the world alight in terms of sound quality, but it's just getting the job done. So utility DAC it is. Next up we've got portable DAC, and these are the USB type DACs that are designed to pop in your laptop bag and hugely improve on the performance that you get as standard from something like a laptop. And there's still a lot of variety in terms of how they operate even within that category. But for the most part, they're not designed to use with a large hi-fi system, and they're certainly not designed as a utility DAC to aid in the instance of getting optical sound out of a TV, because they don't even have optical inputs. They are squarely targeted at partnering with a computer or a laptop, and so they are portable DACs. Next up is hi-fi DAC. Now this might just have a couple of inputs in the respect of optical coax and USB, or it might have rows and rows of inputs. But what sets this apart from the others is that it's intended to connect to other devices within a hi-fi separate system with no portable use at all. And that's it really. It performs just one task. It converts digital sound into analog sound. No more, no less. Some of them will cost £100, some of them will cost £10,000, but in essence, they're all performing the same task. And then that leads on to hi-fi DAC preamp. These work in a very similar way to the before mentioned, except it's very clear from the start that they will also act as a preamp within the system, so you can connect them to active speakers or just simply a power amplifier and then speakers. So it's performing an additional task. As well as being a digital to analog converter, it's also a preamp. And so there we are. There's not much that's out there that can't be categorized in that way. I'm gonna make my best efforts to keep track of what is what, and when I eventually get round to putting highdefjeff.com online, there will be an unpretty yet informative grid or spreadsheet of some description to have a page dedicated to this, because whilst I'd love the retailers to get on board, I don't think they will. So at least you'll have a resource where you'll be able to go, look at the kind of DAC that it is that you're looking to purchase and see if it's listed there. It won't be an exhaustive list, and I'll have to keep making changes to it, but I will do my very best by you. And so as I promised this would be a short one, I'm going to disappear off now. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.